Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, traders, and welcome to the alt season show. My name is Gary Fickard, and we're going to take a look at some altcoins. But I think today, it's important because of where Bitcoin is trading at the moment right now. I think it's important that we go ahead and address actually how Bitcoin is setting up. There's a lot of fear in the market right now, a lot of fear with regards to what's happening to Bitcoin. So let's go ahead and take a look and see exactly what's happening with Bitcoin and address the technical setup so that you can understand better what to do, why we're doing what we're doing, and what we need to look out for. Also, we're going to bring Cameron in, and Cameron's going to be talking about Sandbox. We had a conversation last time about that. Cameron's going to bring some more details about Sandbox so that you can go ahead and make better decisions on whether or not you're investing in NFTs, whether you invest into the gaming space as it is, or whether you're just simply going to go ahead and buy Sandbox or coins, or Sand coins. So we'll go ahead and take a look at all of that right after this. Alrighty, traders, as you can see right here, we have it set up correctly here, but here we go. There we go. We have got our setup. You can see right here, I've got a nice background. Cam's got a nice background. We are ready to rock and roll as we go ahead and talk about cryptos this morning. And so, Cameron, how you doing, buddy?
I am doing fantastic, and you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. As good as we can. Now, Cameron, we just got into, or at least you tried to get into some NFTs this morning. What are those NFTs that you tried to get in this morning at 11 o'clock?
Yeah. 11 o'clock this morning, they were dropping these NFTs called Pet Hooligan. My Pet Hooligan. It's an NFT that's going to be joining with the metaverse as you buy this pet NFT that you'll use in this game that you play to collect tokens and stuff like that in the metaverse. So we actually missed out on it because we did not get whitelisted, and it all got completely sold out right before the public sale. So people that try to buy in the public sale didn't even get a chance. Completely, the website crashed because everything got sold out right in the pre-sale. So I mean, the fact that it got sold out like that, it sucks that we missed out.
Yeah. And what is the next one that we're looking at getting into? There's another one we said we're going to go ahead and jump in on.
Yes, December 15th, which I believe is like 2 days. Oh no, that's tomorrow. It is tomorrow. Yes.
Yeah.
It's called Nano Pass. It's a land NFT, so it's not like a
Okay.
a
Okay.
yeah. It's gonna be like a land NFT. So we're basically buying a piece of land that's gonna interact with the metaverse. So it's called Nano Pass.
Okay.
I didn't get whitelisted either on that. So hopefully the public sale runs smooth, and we get a chance to cop one of those.
Okay, cool. Well, if you guys are interested in getting involved in NFTs and that type of stuff, then go ahead and send out an email to. Sorry, what was that, Cam? You were saying something?
No, I'll just clear my throat.
Okay. All right. No problem. If you want to go ahead and at least get onto the sort of like an email newsletter type thing with regards to these type of things where we go ahead and let you know exactly what we're doing, make sure that you go ahead and check out the description below. There's some details of how you can go ahead and get yourself into the newsletter. In fact, you can go to the website called Traders Network Club and just go ahead and subscribe to the newsletter, and we'll go ahead and send some information about things that we're doing regarding NFTs. So we'll definitely send you some weekly updates of exactly what's going on, weekly to monthly updates. I don't want to email you guys too much. I certainly don't want to spam you guys. So it's going to be used just for informational purposes only. All right, so we're going to get into some details in the show today. We're going to talk about Sandbox, Cameron, but also at the same time, I think it's also important that we address the way Bitcoin is actually sitting right now, because we've got a lot of traders that are really nervous about what's going on with Bitcoin. And so they've seen a lot less volume on the upside and more downside move in a lot of the altcoins, but of course in Bitcoin and Ethereum as well. So I think what we want to do is let's bounce this around a little bit. I'm going to give you the opportunity first, and I'm going to be your backup in case your computer hangs up again, because I know every time you get into Sandbox website, there seems to be a problem. So let's go ahead and see if we can get Cameron started right here. Cameron, if you want to go ahead and get started on just your setup based on Sandbox, I'm going to go ahead and share your screen.
Yeah, well,
In
I'm not
front.
on their gaming site this time because I
Okay,
know
good.
I know last week we try to give you guys a little breakdown on their gaming site, and their gaming site was just taking so much of my connection, it was just not working out. All right, so yeah, so this is just an article I have here, just to give you guys an idea why I'm so bullish on Sandbox. Especially, I believe it's going to be one of the best gamings in the metaverse. It's going to blow up the metaverse. I think this is going to be the big thing in the metaverse. To just tell you straight up. So this is an article right here. Actually, I wanted to pull up this article first. As you can see, the investors that have already invested in Sandbox, you got Justin Timberlake, Katy Perry, and a few other celebs that invested over millions of dollars in the Sandbox. Um, so when I'm looking at projects, like I always say to my dad, I always like to look at the team behind it, the investors behind it, um, more than the project itself. So let's go. So we already know some celebrities are buying in this project, and that helps a lot. And here you got some people that also invested in the metaverse. Is Snoop Dogg is one of the biggest ones, which we were just talking about last week. Um, and then you have also the other one I think is really big is Adidas. And then obviously you got a few games, Atari. I know a few old folks should know about Atari. That was like one of the biggest gamings back in the day. Um, and the Smurfs, and, Walking Dead, all these little cool things that they can add. And you can see right here, the Smurfs are gonna have their own little world called Smurf Village in the Sandbox. Atari will have their own Husa world there where you can go and play Atari. And Snoop Dogg, like we were saying last week, Snoop Dogg is gonna have his own little private party passes where you have access to his little private events like concerts and parties and all that cool stuff if you're interested in that. And then Walking Dead, one of the most popular TV series, they partnered up, and Adidas right here. So Adidas, I think, is the coolest part. That they're gonna have uh, their own world in the Sandbox, which is kind of crazy. It's gonna be called a Diverse, which is really cool. But now, as you can see, this game's not public right now, so no one can play right now. Besides the alpha pass, people that have the alpha pass, they're playing like the beta, basically, just the exclusive pass. But right now, the game's not public, so I'm very bullish on this right now. Coming into next year, when this game, we don't have an exact date. There's no exact date of when this is going to be published publicly. But when this becomes public, there's going to be a lot of people jumping on this, and I believe soon as people start jumping on this, playing this game, they're going to be purchasing sand coins to play this game, to play in all these different events in these different worlds. You're going to need sand token, and there's gonna be a lot of purchasing of sand when this game becomes public, which could give a nice little pump. But even when I think this game becomes public at first, I think it's not even gonna hit its full spike because there's only gonna be a few thousands of people playing at first, and this game's just gonna grow over the years and years. And as soon as it grows even more and more, there's gonna be millions and millions of people playing this game. So this is a really good long investment too. If you want to buy in early now, is a good idea to get in early, and when this game takes off, it's going to be good for the long run.
That looks a lot exciting stuff that's happening right here. And why do we care? Why do we care about these type of things, right? And the reason why we care about these things is because if you're investing in cryptos, then know that when you have these types of projects and these type of things that are happening with inside the crypto space, it's creating more opportunity for price volatility. And that's what we're looking for. We're looking for that more buyers, more sellers to come into the market, more action, more transactions to take place, and that's going to bring and hype the market to a point where we know and understand that we can go ahead and trade these market swings and make money from it. So these type of things are important. So and also what Cameron's also discussing right now, and I think it's very important that we note as well, is that not only is he talking about the fact that we've got these projects that are launching that is going to be very popular, but if you're investing inside in a coin related to these projects, it's going to go ahead and pump. And that's the reason why we're looking at these type of things. So again, some of these things might be midterm holds, which means that you go ahead and you buy into this crypto with the intention of holding on to that for about 2 or 3 months while these projects start rolling out. And so we could maybe only start seeing January, February, a big pump to the upside because of this happening. And so this is the reason why we go ahead and invest into these things and look at these type of things. So Cameron, I appreciate you bringing this information to
Yeah.
us because it's important, right? It's
And, and,
important.
and also real quick, so last week we were talking about the land in the sandbox, and when you purchase land, which is really expensive, but people that are going to be buying lands, and like I showed last week too, people that have a creation center where you can go and create NFTs that people will buy off their own marketplace, where they will purchase those NFTs so they can use in their sandbox. So not only people are going to have lands, and whatever they do with their land, they might have they might have
Advertisement.
their own house in there or whatever it is. I mean, they will buy these NFTs. People will be going to the marketplace, buying these NFTs, purchasing with sand. And as we get more people buying and purchasing sand to buy these NFTs, that's just going to spike it up a lot. So people are going to be buying these
Yeah.
NFTs to put it in their own land. And you also have people out there flipping their own land. It's basically going to be a digital real estate, which is a whole new story. But it's going to be crazy to see how many opportunities that there's going to be in this metaverse, and that's going to be in the sandbox too.
Yeah, I think you hit it on the nail right there. I think it's going to be just a crazy way of the way people are going to be looking at investing in these type of virtual worlds and gaming industries. It's just going to be a different, completely different way of life. I don't think I'm excited about the fact that we're moving into this virtual world, so to speak. But at the same time, these are creating opportunities. And so if I'm not part of that virtual world, but I'm investing in that world in the sense of buying cryptos and selling cryptos, then it does make sense why I need to know what's going on, because it's certainly where things are starting to head. All right, good. Well, great stuff, Cameron. Let's go ahead and move on to, because I think there's the big white elephant in the road, and or in this case now in this room, and that is the fact that Bitcoin has been moving bearish over the last few. In fact, we had a big sell-off, and there's a lot of investors saying, "Are we done? Are we done with Bitcoin?" In the sense where we're now going to see it drop back down to lower levels. And I think it's important that we break it down. We really go ahead and dig into the chart, break it down, and figure out exactly what Bitcoin technical analysis is telling us right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start off from scratch. And I'm going to go through this process with you so you can understand better where we are with inside market cycles to understand what's going on with Bitcoin. So let's go ahead and do this. And I'm going to go ahead and just put Cameron on the side for right now. And so let's do this. Let's clear up the chart right here. And go ahead and clear up everything here. So I'm going to take a clean chart right here, and I'm going to look at the chart the way it is. Now, listen, if you are looking to invest in any cryptos, you should be doing this sort of same process, right? Breaking it down. And so what we're going to do here is I'm going to start off by breaking down the top first as well. So I'm going to go ahead and draw a line here at the top. Why that's important is because that is the all-time high. That is the all-time high that we had back in 2021. This was April 2021. And the market's gone ahead and tested that once again. So I'm going to go ahead and post this right here. And let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to post up here, and I'm going to say major high. I'm just going to say all-time high. And I'm going to say strong resistance. Okay, perfect. So let me go ahead and okay that. So that's that. All right. So we've got this all-time high, strong resistance, and the market went ahead and tested that once again. Obviously with new highs so far. Now the next thing I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and put a trend line, because we all know that trend lines, create this sort of upside rallies. So I'm going to go from the starting point that we've got right here. And I'm going to draw it across. Let's kill that, and let's pull it up a little higher. And I'm going to take a trend line from the bottom right here, and I'm just going to go ahead and cross over that low right here. I'm going to go ahead and create a channel out of this. All right. So let's go ahead and create a channel. What is this line here? I don't know where that line came from, but let's go ahead and kill that. Let's go ahead and copy and create a channel. So I'm going to go ahead and create a channel line right here. Okay. So the reason why I did that is because I'm going to go ahead and put in a new fib that's going to go from the bottom right here, and it's going to go all the way to the top right here. So we know that now we're in this bullish channel. All right. So what we take from this is that we're in a bullish channel. We're in a bullish channel, and we have a big, large AB boundary going long. All right. So now I understand that this was a correction move, and now we're still looking for price to go long. Okay. Now I'm going to look for price on Bitcoin to go all the way up to this level right here, which is close to 100K. All right. So I'm going to mark this off right here and let everyone know that price is projected to go to about 100K. Okay. So that's the long-term target right here. Now, how we get there is we get there based on smaller wave structure. And so let's go ahead and take a look at the smaller wave structure. So the smaller wave structure will look something like this. We'll always start off at the lowest point where the market started off right here after it dropped down here. So I'm going to go ahead and find the lowest point, which is that one right there. And I'm just going to go ahead and find the first swing high. And so I'm going to go ahead and do this. And I'm going to put the first swing high right here. And then I'm going to go ahead and connect the next one that's going to be right about here. And so as I do this, the one thing I do notice right here is this is important. This is where things really become important. I noticed that the market created this inside swing right here, created a wave one. We came back to a wave two, and now we have an inside move, because normally this would be my wave three right here. But because price went all the way up here and hit the 1.618, I'm now looking at this and saying, well, this is now my wave one. This is my wave two right here. And so I'm going to go ahead and mark this inside as a wave one here. This is wave one. This is wave two. This is wave three up here at the top. All right. And now this is wave four. Now this is where things get really interesting, because normally when we see a wave four pullback, it doesn't come back below wave one. So we have come back below wave one. So this is where the concern is, and I can understand. So I'm going to say this, that we are still bullish, but we are low or conservatively bullish, all right, on Bitcoin. I'm not saying that Bitcoin is not going to get to 100K, but I'm just saying at this stage right now, we're conservatively bullish, which means that we're still bullish, but conservatively bullish because of the fact that we've come back below this wave one right here. And so when I look at the setup right here, I'm now going to go ahead and say, what could be the alternative? What could be the alternative? Well, the alternative could be this. And this is where things get real interesting, is this. The alternative could be that we may be inside this large consolidation right here, which means that price of Bitcoin could come back down and want to take out the lows right here. And where's the lows sitting? The lows are sitting right here at that price at 29. So call it 30,000, 29,500. So we're looking at Bitcoin. If Bitcoin is going to be range bound, and it's going to take out, by the way, it's got to take out this low right here. When it takes out that low at that price, and that is at, what is that, about 40,000. If we trade below 40,000 right here, then Bitcoin is going to confirm that it's range bound. So I'm going to go ahead and top up right here that we are right here. If we break this, break of 40,000, means that the market's got to trade below that and then come back, retest, and continue to move down. So if we just see a spike through there, that doesn't necessarily mean that we're breaking below there. All right. So I'm going to say a break of 40,000 will see Bitcoin, BTC, down to, and I'm going to go ahead and put that in as 30,000. All right. So, okay. So this is where we stand. Now, if that's going to be the case, right here, then this is the reason why I'm conservatively bullish. Which means that when I go to the altcoins, and I'm going to go to the coin gecko right here, and I'm going to pull up coin gecko's top setups right here. You see right here, top market caps. And if you look at the top market caps over the last 7 days, take a look at what is moving. What is being selling off. So Olympias has been down 34%. Algorand is down 24%. We've got, let's see some of the top 50 right here. We've got Solana. Solana's down 20%. So when I look at these coins right here, and I'm going to take Solana as an example in this, and it's down 19%. Then if I go to Solana right here, and I look at Solana, I said I was going to be conservatively bullish on Bitcoin. So what I've got to do here is I've actually got to go ahead and take a look at Solana. Look how Solana's set up right here on its own chart against the dollar, but then go ahead and do a cross reference and actually go ahead and do a cross reference with Solana against Bitcoin and see if Bitcoin is going to weaken against Solana or Solana is going to get stronger against Bitcoin. So if we do a cross reference, instead of trading Bitcoin on its own against the dollar or trading Solana on its own, you can actually do a cross trade to be able to trade this type of market that we're in right now. So you don't have to only trade that particular coin. You can go ahead and trade cross coins in order to be able to adjust for the type of market condition we're in right now. So even if Bitcoin does go further back down south and we don't see an increase in that, we do still have an opportunity to be able to trade different coins in this type of market environment. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring this conversation into our next altcoin season show. So make sure, traders, that you are subscribed to this channel. Make sure that you smash the like button, because next time, because of the type of season that we're in right now, next time we come back to talk about altcoins and talk about these different opportunities, what we're going to do is we're actually going to go ahead and take a look at, if you're trading on margin, how is it that how can we make money trading on margin and trading this type of environment by using cross pairs or cross cryptos and trading them instead of holding and buying on a particular crypto against the dollar. So we'll talk about that in the next video. So with that being said, traders, it is still a good time to be a crypto trader. We just have to make sure that we adjust accordingly, because the market conditions have changed. And if we don't change, we're going to be bored, we're going to be frustrated, and we're going to make bad errors. And so we need to be a little more proactive and look at other alternatives on how to be able to trade this market by looking at cross pairs. So with that being said, traders, I want to go ahead and thank Cameron. Let's pop him up over here. Cameron, I want to go ahead and say thank you very much for popping in and giving us some information on exactly what it is that we need to know about Sandbox and all these other altcoins that are trying to launch projects. So I appreciate that, buddy. And we'll probably see you in the next show, right?
We'll do, yeah, of course.
Absolutely. And by the way, for those that don't know, Cameron and I are actually doing a trading battle. It's called the Trade Crypto Battle, I believe, something like that. We're doing a crypto battle this evening with one of the brokerage companies. We're doing a trade battle together. And so we're going to be talking about these couple of things as well during that trade battle as we go ahead and battle for the title. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be a good battle, Cam. You know who's going to win, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Me, right? Oh.
Are we already? Are we starting? Are we starting to do smash talk right now? Smash talk. Yeah, I got to.
We have to start pre-gaming, so.
It's what?
I said it's pre-game.
Okay. All right. Well, good stuff. We're looking forward to that. All right, buddy. Well, we'll see you next time. Traders, we'll see you all next time in the next video. Make sure you smash the like button. Check out the description for details around how you can get connected with us and all the other good stuff that we share here in this trading sessions. We'll see you next time, traders. Have a fantastic afternoon. See you next time.